So what's going to happen with all these changes at the apex is that the teeth will lose the capability to grow at one point. And they're going to become very fragile. They're going to become very prone to fat fractures. And sometimes when we look in their mouth, we see fragments of teeth or tooth. Sometimes it's even difficult to tell like what tooth is this and in what order they are, because there are some that are missing. There are some that are just a piece right there. And like you go and look, and is this piece, does it belong to this premolar, to this molar? It can get very tricky sometimes, and we definitely need to associate the CT images or radiographic images with our oral examination findings and trying to figure it out. And not necessarily can figure it out that right there, and you need a moment to sit and think. Because it can get very complicated. And then with all of that too, you're going to start having an increased interproximal space, and that's going to cause periodontal space to become enlarged. And then you're going to start having food impacted in that space. And when you actually look at their mouth, you can see like really chunks of hay and hair all like packed between the teeth, or sometimes there's literally, and I have no better way to say that, there's a hole right there, and the hole is packed with hay and packed with hair. And then what's going to happen with all that contaminant there, the rabbit becomes prone to have periapical infections. So that's now when we start having the focal abscesses, the focal osteomyelitis, and the bone is infected, the mandible is infected, the maxilla is infected. And sometimes it really takes parts of a maxilla, parts of the mandible, and you start losing bone in there. Again, that's what osteomyelitis is. And those huge facial abscesses happen. Sometimes they can be isolated, sometimes they can be multiple, sometimes they are connected. Sometimes if you're lucky and you pick it up very early, you notice that in one tooth, sometimes they're in different teeth and multiple teeth and different arcades. It's so sad when we see a patient and sometimes they're still even eating and they have abscesses in all the jaws. It's a very sad situation. So again, bringing the rabbits every year for examination is definitely something I try to encourage the owners to do. It's way easier if we pick it up very early.